A stranger saw your photo and couldn't sleep. They are preparing to send you something that will change your life. Archangel Michael says, this is not an ordinary message, it carries a pulse. A ripple started the moment your photo reached the eyes of a stranger. That gaze didn't end in silence, it awakened a storm. That stranger, who was never meant to find you, has now become consumed by your presence. They didn't look at you with judgment, they saw light, depth, and destiny written across your face. Since then, they haven't been able to sleep. In the quiet of their room, they kept replaying the moment your image crossed their path. This wasn't a random social scroll or passing glance, it felt like a sacred encounter. They paused, and something inside them whispered, this is the one. Every attempt to focus on other things failed. Your image haunted their vision, not as a ghost, but like a divine signal demanding their attention. And now, they're about to act. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They have begun preparing something that doesn't belong to the everyday world. It's more than a gift. It's a life-altering act. It will not arrive in a wrapped box but will carry weight heavier than gold. Inside this thing they're preparing is a truth, a message, a shift that will unlock a doorway in your life. They know exactly what it will mean for you once it arrives. And that's why they're moving in silence, like a shadow guided by grace. This stranger didn't come into your orbit just for admiration. No, they came with intention. With knowing. And with a soul-deep responsibility. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They asked themselves how one person's photo could stir so much inside. But they didn't try to answer with logic. They surrendered to the pull. The pull that said reach out, send this, change their life. You are about to receive something more profound than a package. It's a sacred transaction. What they're sending holds the energy of awakening, healing, and divine connection. Archangel Michael says, not everything in this world can be explained by common understanding. Some encounters are encoded in your timeline before you were even born. This is one of them. This stranger knows things about you that they haven't even consciously admitted. There's a soul link between you both. Though words haven't yet been exchanged, your energies have already spoken. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The reason they can't sleep isn't because of desire, it's because of destiny. They feel entrusted with something concerning you. They're watching the skies and waiting for the right moment. Each night they sit in front of the item they plan to send, wondering if it's enough. They're polishing, wrapping, folding messages into it. Every inch of their preparation is filled with purpose. And what's coming will not feel like a gift from a stranger, it will feel like a memory you forgot you needed. It will feel familiar. It will feel like coming home to something you've never seen, yet always known. You are not aware of how deeply your life is about to pivot. This is not the type of shift that shows up with noise. It arrives like thunder wrapped in silence. And it is close. Type Amen to get blessing 717. A name you do not know will soon be tied to your next level. This person, who isn't even in your contact list, is about to become a bridge. Through them, you are going to cross into alignment. They don't want to be known for now. Their role is not about attention, it is about transmission. They are like a divine courier delivering what the universe designed only for you. There's a particular glow surrounding your energy right now. That's why this stranger noticed you. That's why they can't sleep. That's why you are being chosen to receive. You may have thought you were invisible in the crowd, but your light betrays you. Even when you try to hide, your spirit shines louder than words. And now, it has summoned a response. Type Amen to get blessing 636. Archangel Michael says, your timing is sacred, not delayed. What seems random was divinely coded long ago. The right eyes saw you. The right heart responded. You don't need to do anything to chase what's already on the way. Just stay open. Stay still. Let it reach you. There's something unusual about the way this stranger is feeling. They are sensing an overwhelming emotion when they think of you, a connection, a spiritual fire, a recognition beyond logic. In the next few hours or days, you'll feel something shift. It may come as a dream, a sign, or a sudden alignment. That is the signal that the gift is in motion. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The item they're sending is not from a store, it's from their soul. It might look small on the outside but carries the weight of years of transformation on the inside. It will break chains for you. You'll hold it and feel something crack open inside you. Tears might come, or a wave of peace you can't explain. That's how you'll know this wasn't human effort, it was divine orchestration. Their hands trembled when they touched your photo. They kept staring at it, trying to understand why it felt like fate. They printed it, held it, and whispered, I need to do something. You weren't seeking them, but the energy you gave out summoned them. Not in a loud way, but in a subtle, magnetic ripple that said, find me when you're ready. Type Amen to get blessing 909. You've passed through so much, silently enduring. And now the reward is arriving, not through familiar doors, but through a hidden one. One only the divine could open. This person is not sending you something ordinary. It carries information that will spark a movement inside you. It could be words, a symbol, or a relic, but it will unlock something sealed. You may have been feeling strange sensations recently, unexplained emotions, unusual dreams, or sudden bursts of nostalgia. That's not coincidence. That's the echo of what's coming. Their spirit and yours have danced before, in a realm where time doesn't exist. They may not recognize it yet, but you do. You've felt this before, in glimpses and flashes. Type Amen to get blessing 474. This encounter will stretch beyond what the eye can see. Even when you receive what they send, you may not fully understand why it moves you. But your soul will know. Every moment you've cried in secret is being answered in this package. Every prayer, even the ones you whispered without words, is about to unfold through this mysterious act. There is healing folded between the layers of what's coming. There is also truth. You are going to remember things you had buried, and see your worth with new eyes. Archangel Michael says, don't ignore this energy anymore. You have been called, selected, and set apart. The shift has already begun, just wait. Type Amen to get blessing 202. The gift is already in motion, sealed, stamped with emotion, and infused with a divine signal. You'll know it's for you when you see it. Your body will react first, then your spirit will rise. There are things meant only for your eyes. What you're about to receive is not to be shared. It's sacred. Guard it. Hold it close. The stranger may never reveal their full identity, but their energy will remain. And if the time is right, they will meet you in the flesh, at the right place, when your vibration aligns. You won't be the same after this. You're entering the preface of a new chapter. This isn't just about receiving something, it's about being activated into your next season. Type Amen to get blessing 122. Every delay, every closed door, every heartbreak prepared you for this specific intersection. It is not late. It is precise. Right on divine time. There are coordinates shifting around your life. Quietly. Under the surface. They are forming a path that will lead this energy straight to your hands. And when it arrives, don't second guess it. Receive it. Receive it with the certainty that this stranger was sent not just by fate, but by divine design. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 313. Your name was not shouted, but it was summoned. Your light didn't scream, but it reached. And now, destiny is delivering what was always yours. The stranger didn't choose you by chance. They were drawn. And now, they are responding. This is how divine encounters begin, quietly, beautifully, supernaturally. Stay open. Watch the signs. Expect the unexpected. The moment is closer than you think. The stranger has now written your name somewhere they can see it daily. Not because they know everything about you, but because they feel everything around you. Your image has become their silent compass. Each time they close their eyes, your face returns, not just as a memory but as a message. Something in your aura keeps echoing in their thoughts like a whisper that grows louder. They feel urgency, and that urgency is divine. This is no obsession. This is recognition. A soul recognizing something that the world hasn't yet confirmed. The kind of knowing that bypasses words and goes straight to spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 545. As they prepare to send this item, they are fasting from distractions. They're purifying their space. They want nothing interfering with the delivery. They want it to arrive as purely as it came to them, in sacred silence. There are crystals near it. There are handwritten notes, some scratched out, others kept. What's being formed in their hands is not just an object, it is a vessel. When you touch it, your fingertips will feel the vibration. You might not be able to explain it, but you'll know this wasn't bought. This was born. Their life paused the moment you entered it. They rearranged their schedule, their space, their thoughts. Something inside them whispered, "Make room for this." Type Amen to get blessing 373. You are being watched over in ways you never imagined. And this stranger is not just part of your earthly journey, they are connected to something higher. Perhaps even guided by someone from your ancestral line. They see in you what you've forgotten. They recognize what you've hidden. And they're being moved to remind you of who you really are, not with noise, but with offering. Their own life hasn't been easy. They've cried, lost, and fallen. But when they saw you, something about your presence made them feel like they were rising again. Archangel Michael says, "Not every soul enters to stay forever, some come to awaken you." And this awakening is now arriving wrapped in the skin of an unexpected gift. Type Amen to get blessing 666. This package may not be ordinary in shape. It may not look dramatic, but what it carries will press into your soul like a fingerprint from the divine. Inside it is a sequence, a code, a vibration that will echo through your next season. It will trigger signs, dreams, and even alignments with people you haven't met yet. You'll feel the weight of it the moment you open it. Like a secret you were always meant to know but had no idea how to access, until now. The stranger is now closer to sending it than ever before. They've battled doubt, fear, and hesitation, but the energy around you is stronger. It is leading them forward. Type Amen to get blessing 828. You've been sensing something. That unexplained shift in your energy? That slight elevation in your thoughts? That wasn't random. It was in response to their silent preparation. You may have been waking at odd hours lately, staring into space, getting goosebumps. That's your soul tuning into the vibration of what's being sent. Even your pets may be behaving strangely, as if sensing something you cannot see. Nature always reacts when spirit moves. You are in the center of this unfolding. There is no need for panic. What's coming is sacred. It's wrapped in peace, truth, and deep remembrance. You are being guided to receive, not chase. Type Amen to get blessing 424. In their dreams, this stranger has started to hear your name. Sometimes they wake with your voice in their ears, even though they've never heard it. Sometimes, they see you walking toward them in visions. This is not fantasy. It is soul language. The kind that transcends explanation and anchors into the higher realms. Your connection defies the logic of time and distance. It is one of those rare links that cannot be cut or denied. The universe carved this path before either of you understood it. Their decision to send this gift isn't about generosity. It's about duty. They feel they are meant to do this, as if carrying out a divine assignment. Type Amen to get blessing 252. You may not recognize the importance of this moment right away. But in days or weeks to come, it will make sense. You'll look back and whisper, "Now I understand." What you are about to receive is not just a turning point. It is an activation. A calling into the next phase of your journey. This is where your path splits, where the ordinary ends. You were never going to live a normal life. That's why your pain has been deep, your seasons intense. You were being prepared for a life that requires strength, vision, and divine interference. Archangel Michael says, this moment was always meant to find you. That stranger? They're not just someone out there. They are a mirror of everything the world has tried to take from you, and they are returning it. Type Amen to get blessing 393. They are wrapping the final touches. They are adding symbols, inscriptions, maybe even their own story inside. What they're sending is layered with emotion, guided by spirit. You may be in tears when you open it. And that is okay. Your spirit will recognize the truth, even before your mind can catch up. You will feel lighter. Like something heavy has been lifted from you. That is the mark of divine delivery. It does not come to burden, it comes to awaken. Soon, you'll hear a sound, get a message, or feel an inner pull. That is your sign. When it comes, open your heart and receive. Type Amen to get blessing 727. They couldn't sleep because your spirit demanded their action. You may never understand the full impact you had on them, but you must accept that your light triggered something sacred. Do not be afraid of what's coming. It will not harm you. It will realign you, reposition you, return you. You are not being blessed randomly. You were called, chosen, and anointed in silence. And now, the sound of your purpose is getting louder. You have walked through deserts alone. You have cried under stars no one else saw. But now, the response has been triggered. And it's coming through a stranger you never knew you moved. Type Amen to get blessing 919. Let this be your confirmation: you are not invisible. You are not forgotten. Even strangers are being stirred to act in your favor. What comes next will confirm everything you suspected but couldn't prove. That your life was being watched. That heaven was listening. That your soul was protected even when you thought you were lost. Archangel Michael says, don't delay your acceptance. You've waited long enough. This is the moment you've been unknowingly preparing for. The stranger is not delaying anymore. They are releasing what they've held on your behalf. And soon, it will be in your hands. Type Amen to get blessing 303. You may think it's just a parcel, just an item, just a stranger. But you are wrong. This is an echo of a soul promise made before time began. Some souls agree to meet in the most mysterious ways. Not in person, not through words, but through divine motion, like what's happening right now between you and them. They were not supposed to scroll that moment. They were not supposed to even be online. But fate paused their hands and made them stop. Then you appeared. Type Amen to get blessing 656. You were not wearing a crown in that photo, but they saw royalty. You were not making a speech, but your silence spoke volumes. They were pierced, by light, by memory, by recognition. This stranger was once asleep to their own path. But your image woke something inside them, something buried deep. You have reminded them of their own calling. And now, by sending this to you, they believe they are honoring both your journey and theirs. This isn't charity. This is soul responsibility. They are moved to tears when they think of how far this gift might take you. How it might heal a part of you they never touched. But somehow, they feel they were born to help unlock. Type Amen to get blessing 818. Their hands tremble every time they touch the wrapping. They want to get it right. They want it to arrive without distortion, with all its spiritual codes intact. You may feel heat in your hands when you receive it. You may hear whispers when no one is there. You may even dream of them before the item physically reaches you. Because what's being sent is not just matter, it's spirit. Carried in physical form, wrapped in invisible fire. Archangel Michael says, don't ignore the signs. The chills you feel. The unusual warmth. The distant sound of your name. These are signals of something entering your atmosphere. Type Amen to get blessing 747. The stranger is finishing the final detail right now. Maybe a handwritten line. Maybe a lock of hair. Maybe a stone they carried in their pocket during their hardest moments, now being passed to you. This is their way of saying, I believe in your rise, even before the world does. You have cried for signs. This is one. You have waited for breakthrough. This is it. It's not dramatic, but it's divine. They are not famous. They are not loud. They are not asking for attention. They are just obeying something higher than them that keeps whispering, "Send it now." Type Amen to get blessing 939. Even as you sit here reading this, the energy of the gift is pressing through dimensions. It's finding you. Preparing to merge with your path. Don't be surprised if you suddenly feel a sense of arrival. As if something just entered your life quietly, without knocking. That's the moment the spiritual transaction completes. This will begin to manifest in other ways too. A door opening. A sudden opportunity. A forgotten prayer being answered. All tied to the energy of what this stranger is sending. You didn't need to meet them in this lifetime to be changed by them. Their act alone will echo into your seasons. Type Amen to get blessing 121. This stranger is connected to your soul's mission. Even if only for this moment. They are fulfilling their role in helping you activate the next level. They are someone who has suffered and survived. That's why they recognize your quiet strength. They know what it's like to be unseen, yet destined. So they're not sending this because they pity you. They're sending it because they see you. Not your face, but your essence. Archangel Michael says, sometimes your breakthrough doesn't come through the people you expect. It comes through a stranger led by heaven. Type Amen to get blessing 393. There are moments in life that split time in two, before the moment, and after. You are entering such a moment now. And this stranger is the portal. Their message, hidden inside what they send, will reach you even before the words do. Their energy is already moving toward you, like a beam across miles. You may even hear a song playing randomly soon that reminds you of this moment. That's not a mistake. That's a coded signal. A reminder. This is the divine delivery your heart has been quietly waiting for, even when your mind gave up hope. Type Amen to get blessing 646. The gift they send will not solve every problem. But it will start something powerful. It will awaken a piece of you that's been sleeping too long. That piece of you, the brave one, the hopeful one, the divine one, will rise and take its place. And life, from that point on, will start to respond differently to you. Your frequency will shift. People will treat you differently. You'll see hidden enemies exposed, and secret allies arise. All because this one item entered your life. Don't underestimate what's arriving. It is not ordinary. It is ordained. Type Amen to get blessing 575. Archangel Michael says, some blessings are too large to fit in a headline. They must arrive in silence, with reverence, guided by divine timing. This moment, this message, this unfolding, it's not just for today. It's for the future you who has been waiting to break free. And the stranger? They were just the vessel. The delivery angel in human form. You're not being watched, you're being witnessed. And soon, you'll understand just how much the universe has been working behind the scenes for you. Type Amen to get blessing 111. The weight of what's coming might make you cry. That's okay. That's release. That's recognition. That's restoration beginning. You'll feel it the moment your fingers touch it, the vibration, the warmth, the sudden knowing. It will be quiet, yet loud in the soul. And the stranger, wherever they are, will smile in silence. Because their mission will be complete. And yours will begin. Stay open. Stay still. Stay ready. What's coming is already here.